This is George here with another rant video. Yeah, you know what? It's just so annoying. People think they know all about you. They know everything. They know everyone. Good example is a lot of you may have endured people that, for instance, that tell you, just totally speculating that, you know, they know everything that you can do, whether they've seen you do it or not. Good example is when people think if you're not a macho man like they are, you know, that you can't fight, which, you know, I don't know why some people judge people that by whether they can fight, but it's a good idea to see them in a fight first. So that's a big insult to my intelligence. People telling me I can't do what I haven't been seen doing. You know, a lot of it's just dickhead stereotyping. You know, the tough guys can fight, the macho guys can't. But when I took karate, everybody there wasn't necessarily macho. So it might have been some of the macho people that prompt other people to take karate. There was plenty of, there was twins. There was a pair of twins that were real, and some people say super nerdy looking, and they took karate. And oh my God, and they were bigger than I was. So you know, that's probably a lot of it has to do with self-defense against bullying. So I've even picked up some moves off YouTube, but just because I'm kind of a nerdy, nebbish, than a macho guy, and I accept myself for what I am. I know a lot of people don't, but that's not my problem. You know, what was to stop me just because I'm not macho? And then there's people like a friend of mine who was so sure that she knew that she could read people's minds. This is a stereotype too. She'd always talk about how women didn't like average-looking guys, and any woman, especially but not only any woman that might be considered a trophy, like just because they had big boobs or they were tall or they had money or they're good-looking, that you shouldn't bother with them unless you're as good looking at least as they are. Even though she'd still remind me about all the ugly girls that were also shallow, which I know a lot about that too. And it isn't just girls, it's boys too. But I mean, you know, people act like they know you're a bad person if they don't like the way you look, or, you know, all this stereotyping shit. I've even seen people say, you know, this is why I don't share more stuff, is, you know, so and so told me she just wanted to be friends for now, and people who probably never met the woman in question are like, oh, for now means forever. You know, it's not going to happen. You know, all this crystal ball bullshit. So, well, you know, I mean, God knows things like that happen, but but if you'd ever met someone, how do you really know that they're insecure either, or insincere? You know, you're talking to someone that's met them before, and you're going to tell them about them. It just kills my ass. And this kind of leads into some of the people that have preconceived notions about liberal arts majors. You know, the geniuses that think that even an English major can't learn how to write. They only learn how to speak English, but they never wrote anything in English, and because it's a different major than journalism, which they don't stop and think is completely related. So I mean, you can go on and on and on. You'll have people, especially especially kids talking about, oh, so and so, he wouldn't know what to do with a girl. I mean, whether or not they've never seen him with a girl or not, and so, you know, that's just a bunch of, you know, insults to people's intelligence. You know, I hate people telling me I can't do this or that if they haven't seen me do it. If they saw me and they didn't like the way they do it, fantastic. Because you can't please everyone anyway. So anyway, that's try not to be that way. Just a suggestion, and don't let those people talk you into agreeing with them. You know, I mean, it isn't worth it to be that way, because look, I made a rant video. So anyway, I think I've gotten my point across fairly briefly. So this is George, until next rant video, ciao.